Hey, what's going on, everyone? Sly here with D. And D, we just found out Jason Verrett is officially on the 49ers, added to the practice squad. So he'll be joining us on Monday. And me and you both actually had different perspectives on this because when you had sent that to me that he was on the practice squad, and your first thoughts were, oh, hopefully it was not
Yeah,
serious.
Tavares Ward.
My thoughts actually were a little different. My thoughts were because I kept seeing Oliver get toasted. I saw Ambry Thomas get toasted quite a bit. My thoughts were they probably were like, dude, we're gonna bring him in because we need help regardless. Um, and I was thinking that during the game. That's what I was thinking. Like, damn man, I think Verrett could play better than Oliver over here because
Hmm.
I remember Oliver got toasted like on 3rd and 6, and it was
Yeah,
just bringing me flashbacks for that one during that 3-game losing streak.
yeah,
And that's what my thoughts were. But let me know what you think. What do you think about him back on the 49ers?
yeah. I had mixed emotions about it because with Ward, it was a groin injury, and
Yeah.
so with that, I'm like, damn, dude, that sucks because I know how groin injuries they usually take about a couple weeks, just
Mm-hmm.
like heal like 100, and he's one of our best corners. I know he gets a lot of like flags,
Mm-hmm.
but again, like as far as him, like Metcalf even like said like. Dude, this guy, like, I respect him because he sticks with me the whole game, man. And he's good at breaking up the passes. So he's probably, like, one of our best corners as far as like breaking up the pass and sticking with the receiver. So the fact that today he didn't really play at all, and then with that injury, and they signed Verrett, I was like, damn it, dude! Like moving forward, like is Ward gonna be like healthy enough? Like hopefully, like he'll be 100 before the playoffs. But in a couple of weeks we'll be playing the Ravens, and that's the game I really want him there because that's the number one seed in the AFC. So I'm like two number ones going at it. So that's like where we want all of our good guys like healthy. But with Red, it does bring some like better presence, like how with the Logan Ryan.
Mm-hmm.
So with him, like you said, like him being there, I know back in the day, like he was one of the guys that was always like guarding like one of like the best receivers. So with him, he knows what certain situations he brings that veteran presence, and also with the other guys, man. With Ambry Thomas, what the thing about him is that I just don't like how he gives his opponents like a lot of space. He gives them like
Cushions, yeah.
10, yeah, like cushions, like 10 yard space. And then also with he got toasted with that touchdown with I believe it was him with Metcalf. That was him
Yeah,
at
yeah,
the
yeah.
beginning with the score 7-7.
Yes.
And so I was like, damn, dude, like he's either getting toasted or he's giving them too much cushion. And same thing with Oliver. Oliver is always getting freaking toasted. And so I think that just like how John Lynch, they were probably looking like, man, we need to have those guys as a secondary. We need to bring in somebody probably have more of a veteran presence during the game. Brown actually does good in the coverage, so with him being safety, I like that he breaks up the passes and he got a huge,
Interception.
yeah, he got a huge pick today. He just needs to freaking tackle better.
Mm-hmm.
Which I will say about Oliver and Ambry, they're good tacklers, but man, it just they're always like on shaky legs because on the coverage, that's when they like it's like during the headlights, they're like, oh shit, and then they try to like make up for it. But moving forward, man, we can't be having those mistakes during playoffs, man. We got to be playing solid.
I think it's a great pickup for the simple fact that a lot of these veterans in this locker room, they absolutely love Jason Verrett. Remember,
Mm-hmm.
Jason Verrett, he's the one that brought the chain. Remember, if you make a play, you get to bust out the chain. Remember when Debo had the chain? He was the one that brought that out, and that kind of brings like swagger, and it
Mm-hmm.
brings like, it pumps up everybody. It seems like when we brought in Chase Young, it pumped everyone up to that
Yeah.
next level. It got
Mm-hmm.
everybody going. So
Yeah.
bringing in Jason Verrett, a guy that they know from everybody, Trent Williams, Debo Samuel. When Verrett, he did the whole practice with the 49ers like 2 weeks ago,
Yeah.
and they were saying that quite a few people, there was like 10, 12 players that were there watching him at the practice when he was practicing to
Mm-hmm.
see to join the 49ers. So that just shows you that these guys are all in. They're
Yeah.
all in. And when they see someone actually sign right now, when they probably found out that Verrett's signing, it probably jacked them up. Like, all right, dude, let's freaking go. Like,
Yeah.
let's go. And that happens in life, when something happens, when one of your buddies comes and like he's back from vacation, and then like all your buddies like, all right, dude, let's go now. Let's go out and have a good
Yeah.
time. It always happens like that. So to me, I think that right there is gonna pump us up, and we'll see what he brings to the table, man. Me personally, I don't know. Maybe I'm a sucker, but dude, this guy was such a beast in 2020. Like he was
Yeah.
our best defensive player, and if he could do something like that, something I'll be. I just can't imagine someone being worse than Oliver. I don't want to be messed up. Oliver's a good tackler, but dude, that first he gave up that 3rd and 6. I think it was an out. Just got absolutely torched. It was like he was like separation. It was just deja vu from Cincinnati. And then right after that, Ambry Thomas gets toasted. So I'm like, in my head, that's what I was thinking. Like, damn, I wonder. I know Verrett's better than this. So I mean, we're gonna get our chance to see, if he's still that same player, because the guy was a stud. Remember, he was a 1st-round pick, and I've always liked Verrett, and I think he could do it, man. I really do think the fact that he's out there, he's worked his ass off. It was, when was it? It was it was like week 1. No. I'm talking about last year. 2 years ago, it was week 1 when he tore it, and then remember he was coming back, and then it happened again. I don't know when, it was like week 9 or something like that. So we'll see. He's had a full year, and just hopefully it just stays there, man. If it works, I think we could be in for a treat, man. Like I said, man, the last time he was there, he was our best player because Nick Bosa, remember, he was out that year, I think, ACL. So he was the dude. Like he
was guarding like D-Hawks and all those guys,
interceptions, like man-on-man players. Even last year, week 1 against the Lions, he was like, dude, they couldn't get nothing because he would like bump and run right up on them, and Lions couldn't do nothing. Remember, he got hurt, and then that's when the Lions came back. Remember, like week 1. So we'll see what happens, man. Oh, excuse me, that was 2 years ago with the Lions, but we'll see what happens. I think that, I don't know, I love the pickup. I love the pickup, and I want to see what he could do. I mean, it's going to probably be like 2-3 weeks till he finally, or maybe longer, at least playoffs till he gets activated, but I think he may be able to come in and start for us.
Yeah, and so whether he's starting or even if he's right now just on secondary, if he just like for the next couple of weeks, he plays that role, and then once Ward, if he's healthy enough, he comes back, just having those 3, him, Lenore, and Ward like together. Oh my gosh, that would be then now I feel more comfortable with Oliver and Ambry Thomas behind them, because right now like teams are picking them apart. You look at back in the Eagles game with Devontae Smith, they were just picking Ambry Thomas apart, and then coming into this game, they were when they found out those guys were the guys guarding Metcalf and everybody, Drew Lock was making some plays down the stretch, and so that's why I was like, oh my gosh, moving forward, if we get that guy Verrett, that's just going to make our defense more better, man, because that's going to have guys like more solid, at least also in the red zone, just having the coverage.
Yeah, it seems like probably is a little bit of concern for John Lynch and Kyle, just because we brought in Logan Ryan, who was a safety cornerback, and then obviously Verrett. So they're looking, man. They're looking, and hopefully this right here is a sweet spot that we need to get that guy, because we've been struggling. But gotta give it to Ambry and Oliver, I guess, at the end. We kind of got it together at the end. Yeah. It was up and down. I'm not gonna lie. But, at the end, they got together. Lenore almost had the interception, but I think Bosa was outside. Lenore's been playing awesome. He's
actually been like really since the first couple of weeks. I would say since the bye week, because I ripped on him and Ward a couple of times, like before the bye week, because Lenore was the one getting toasted. But since the bye week, he's actually been like stepping it up. And then with the Eagles game and this game, especially this game where he got that it was a callback, but when he got the pick through his helmet and was all like, "Oh, what's up, Metcalf?" Like, and was like talking that smack. The only thing about Lenore that I will say real quick is that he's got to be smarter. Him and Greenlaw, man, you can't be doing that after the game, trying to freaking sucker punch somebody and then get ejected. I understand
it should not have been a ejection.
They shouldn't have been ejected, but
you were like this, and it would.
Because this is what happened. He was he was 10 yards behind, so he had a running start and then also went back. Yeah. They only showed this part where when the analyst talked about it, when they smacked him, but he was away from the drama, and then he ran in and then freaking smacked him. And it's like, man, you gotta freaking use your head when they're breaking everybody up. Yeah. You can't be running back in the scuffle and then boom. So that's why for him, he's gotta use his brain. He's gotta realize that luckily we were up in this game, but he's a factor into our defense, so him not being there towards the end is like, man, you got to be smarter than that, because especially during the playoffs, we can't be making those bonehead mistakes.
Yeah, you're right. It wasn't the best thing, but after the play, you saw Fred Warner go to Lenore and be like, "Yeah, you got my back," like, and
Yeah.
then they going all crazy. Yeah, but you're right because we were down like to our last. We were down to Oliver and Thomas, so and Lenore wasn't there no more. So yeah, he's got to be smarter there.
But then that just shows though, like
the camaraderie.
Yeah, the camaraderie. So that's why with Rhett coming in, you
It's
see
really
like
tight. Oh, yeah.
with Fred Warner leading the way and everybody, you're gonna see like how everyone. He's not gonna be like the Lonely Island where it's gonna be like, oh my gosh, why they signed this old dude? Even though he's 32, I'm just saying you know what I mean, like. Why they signed this guy with injuries and blah blah blah? It's like no, dude.
They want it.
Yeah, they want him, and the defense gonna have his back for him to shine. So that's what I love about it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, oh yeah, they're gonna be out there pumped up, like ready to go. And even in these practices leading up to the Cardinals game, they're gonna be like, they're getting more energetic. Like, all right, Verrett's here. I gotta show my boy that I still got it. So it's gonna be fun to see how practice goes, and then obviously the game on Sunday because every week counts, man. There's only 4 weeks left, and we need every single one. We stack up these wins and ready to go. But that's what we got, man. Let us know what you think about the Verrett signing. Like, comment, subscribe. Talk to you next time. Peace.